Chuck Norris, the martial arts expert, action hero, and internet legend, has a personal and tragic struggle behind his unbeatable character. Although Norris's fearless on-screen persona enthralled audiences for years, he had to contend with a battle that no power could prepare him for off-screen. Chuck had to leave Hollywood to support his wife, Gina Norris, after she had a terrible health crisis that completely upended their lives. What precisely took place? How did this catastrophe impact the family and the renowned action hero? And why has this experience made him a vocal supporter of medical awareness? Join us as we reveal the truth behind Chuck Norris's most challenging battle. Rise of a legend. Chuck Norris's rise to stardom is a timeless story of tenacity and fortitude. He was raised in poverty when his parents divorced when he was just 16 years old. He was born Carlos Ray Norris in 1940 in Ryan, Oklahoma. Although he didn't have a spectacular upbringing, it gave him a strong work ethic. Chuck enlisted in the U.S. military after high school. He was assigned to the Air Force in South Korea. He learned about martial arts there, acquired a black belt in Tang So Do, and found a passion that would shape his life. Norris made headlines in the 1960s when he became the 6-time unbeaten world professional middleweight karate champion. Small parts marked the beginning of his acting career, but Way of the Dragon, where he co-starred with Bruce Lee, was his big break in 1972. In addition to showcasing his martial arts mastery, this part launched his illustrious Hollywood career. Chuck's transformation from a disadvantaged Oklahoman child to a worldwide celebrity is evidence of his tenacity and fortitude. The Chuck Norris phenomenon. Because of his performance as Cordell Walker in Walker, Texas Ranger, Chuck Norris's fame peaked in the 1980s and 1990s. Chuck, who embodied justice, courage, and moral purity over the program's 9 seasons, became a cultural phenomenon. However, his legendary persona, which people couldn't get enough of, not simply his acting, made him a legend. The internet era brought this to a new level with the emergence of Chuck Norris Facts, a collection of amusing memes that exaggerate his toughness and invincibility. His reputation as a pop culture figure was further cemented when gags like Chuck Norris doesn't sleep, he waits, and Chuck Norris can divide by 0 went viral. It's incredible how Chuck accepted this situation with humility and humor. He even appeared in ads that capitalized on the jokes. He's gained admirers worldwide because of his unique ability to laugh at himself without losing his dignity. Meeting Gina Norris. When Chuck Norris met Gina O'Kelly, a former actress and model, in 1997, his life turned romantic. They clicked right away, and in 1998 they were married, combining their families from past unions. Chuck soon found that Gina was his rock, helping him get through his personal and professional highs and lows. In 2001, they became parents to twins, expanding their already sizable and devoted family. In addition to their marriage, Gina's fortitude and grace were demonstrated when she took on the role of stepmother to Chuck's children from his former marriage. Their bond is a stunning illustration of tenacity, love, and teamwork. Gina's unfailing support throughout Chuck's profession and her health issues is the foundation of their ongoing relationship. Their tale serves as a reminder that a genuine partnership entails sticking by each other through life's challenges. The health crisis begins. The lives of Chuck and Gina drastically changed in 2017 when Gina started having serious health problems following a series of MRI tests. The symptoms she experienced, fatigue, discomfort, and cognitive difficulties, confounded medical professionals. The couple found out that Gina had gadolinium poisoning, a rare illness brought on by the contrast dye used in MRIs after months of looking for answers. Given how poorly understood and challenging it is to manage gadolinium poisoning, this discovery was disastrous. Navigating a complicated healthcare system and looking for alternative medicines were 2 of the many obstacles the couple faced in their quest for appropriate treatment. Their experience highlighted the significance of patient advocacy and the possible risks associated with medical procedures. Because Chuck and Gina were prepared to tell their story, more people were aware of this little-known illness, encouraging them to ask questions and demand better treatment. Gina's battle with poisoning. Gadolinium poisoning was a terrifying experience that put Gina Norris's fortitude and resiliency to the test. Memory loss, renal damage, and muscular spasms were among the crippling effects brought on by the heavy metal intoxication. Her illness occasionally made it difficult for her to carry out daily duties. Chuck took on the role of principal caregiver, focusing on her recuperation and pursuing the most effective therapies. Chelation therapy, which attempts to eliminate heavy metals from the body, was one of the alternative medicines the couple investigated. Despite the delayed and complex nature of her recovery, Gina remained resolute. Her experience serves as a potent reminder of the value of tenacity and the necessity of raising public awareness of the dangers of medical procedures. Gina's bravery in the face of hardship has motivated innumerable people to face comparable circumstances. Chuck's role as a caregiver. As a caregiver amid Gina's medical crisis, Chuck Norris showed a side of himself that fans didn't often see. Chuck, portrayed on TV as fierce and unbeatable, was incredibly vulnerable and compassionate. To prioritize Gina's welfare, he placed his profession on weight and took on the primary caretaker and advocate role. He frequently discussed the difficulties of navigating the healthcare system and locating efficient treatments, and his commitment to her rehabilitation was unwavering. As a caregiver, Chuck gave the action hero a human face and demonstrated that even heroes experience hardship and heartache. His dedication to her at this trying time reflects the quality of their relationship and the depth of his love for Gina. It serves as a reminder that genuine strength comes from having the capacity to look out for people we love, not from having physical strength. The legal battle. Chuck and Gina Norris made a daring move in 2017 when they sued several medical corporations for $10 million, claiming that the gadolinium-based contrast chemicals used in Gina's MRIs were flawed and poisoned her. These chemicals are commonly used in medical imaging, and the case raised awareness of their possible hazards. Even though the case was ultimately dropped, it spurred a more extensive discussion about patient safety and the necessity of more stringent rules in the medical sector. The Norrises bravely shared their story since it brought attention to a little-known problem and encouraged others to do the same. Their campaigning has had a long-lasting effect, increasing public awareness of the value of patient rights and the necessity of increased healthcare transparency. The struggle for justice, led by Chuck and Gina, serves as a potent reminder that change is possible despite hardship. Impact on their family. Chuck and Gina Norris's health problem had a profound effect on their entire family, not just on them. Born in 2001, their twins, Dakota and Dana Lee, saw their parents' hardships directly and gained essential life lessons about resiliency and tenacity early on. The Norris family stayed together despite the psychological and physical toll, finding strength in their unshakable tie. Chuck's older children from his first marriage supported Gina, demonstrating the family's steadfastness. They grew closer during this difficult time, which served as a reminder of how crucial love and togetherness are to overcome obstacles in life. Since then, their story has served as a ray of hope for families facing comparable difficulties, demonstrating that family can provide strength and light even during the most trying circumstances. Chuck's advocacy work. Chuck and Gina Norris used their tragedy as a springboard to advocate for patient safety and gadolinium toxicity. They used their celebrity to raise awareness of the dangers of medical procedures and became outspoken supporters of people with comparable diseases. To inform the public and advocate for changes in the healthcare system, the couple told their tale in public by speaking at events and on talk shows. Beyond gadolinium toxicity, they also backed campaigns advocating for patients' rights and transparency. Chuck and Gina's voice helped many others who felt disregarded by the medical establishment. Despite their struggles, their advocacy efforts demonstrate their dedication to having a good influence. The power of faith. Chuck and Gina Norris relied mainly on their Christian religion for support and direction during their health crisis. During their lowest points, their faith in God gave them consolation and hope, enabling them to overcome their mental and physical obstacles they encountered. Chuck frequently talked about the importance of prayer and religion in their journey, attributing his ability to care for Gina and maintain his optimism to his relationship with God. Despite obstacles like their dropped lawsuit, the couple's faith encouraged them to extend forgiveness and seek understanding. Their tale resonated with countless people who found strength in their own spiritual beliefs and became a potent tribute to the role of faith in conquering tragedy. Faith was more than a source of solace for Chuck and Gina. It was their lifeline. Gina's road to recovery. The road to Gina Norris's recovery from gadolinium poisoning was a long and difficult one, filled with minor triumphs and sporadic disappointments. She received chelation therapy and other treatments to rid her body of the heavy metals while Chuck was by her side. Despite her gradual development, she never wavered in her resolve. For her family and others facing comparable circumstances, Gina's tenacity served as an inspiration. She frequently talked about her experiences to inspire optimism and reaffirm the value of endurance and patience. Although the event had a long-lasting effect on Gina's life, she eventually recovered most of her health. Her road to recovery proves the strength of love, encouragement, and unflinching willpower in the face of overwhelming adversity. Chuck's return to the spotlight. Chuck Norris gradually returned to the public eye after taking a break to care for Gina, juggling his personal and professional obligations. He kept working on initiatives near and dear to his heart, such as Kickstart Kids, his charity that supports youth character development, and martial arts training. Fans were also reminded of Chuck's continued presence in Hollywood through his sporadic cameos on TV series and movies. Audiences greeted his return with respect and admiration, praising his tenacity and commitment to his family. Chuck's ability to balance his responsibilities as an entertainer, advocate, and caregiver demonstrated his versatility and dedication to changing the world on and off the screen. The Norris family legacy. Based on love, faith, and tenacity, Chuck and Gina Norris have created a legacy beyond their achievements. With their children, Dakota, Dana Lee, and Chuck's elder children, upholding their principles, the family is a living example of the strength of unity. Chuck's older children have pursued careers in entertainment and philanthropy, while the twins, born in 2001, have demonstrated an interest in acting and martial arts. Supporting organizations like Veterans Welfare, Children's Education, and health programs demonstrates the Norris family's dedication to giving back. Their narrative indicates that a solid foundation of love and shared ideals may have a long-lasting effect, encouraging others to prioritize family and community. The Norris' legacy focuses on the enduring strength of familial ties rather than merely success or celebrity. Chuck's martial arts influence. Millions of people worldwide have been inspired by Chuck Norris, who has an unmatched influence on martial arts. He introduced martial arts to the general public as a 6-time unbeaten world champion, demonstrating its capacity for self-improvement and self-control. Chuck established the United Fighting Arts Federation, or UFAF, encouraging character development and martial arts training. From novices to seasoned pros, his philosophy, which emphasizes respect, humility, and self-improvement, has affected innumerable practitioners. Chuck's proficiency in martial arts carried over into his acting career outside of the dojo, making him a worldwide representative of the sport. His contributions have made a lasting impression, guaranteeing that upcoming generations of martial artists will be motivated by his influence. Gina's role in Chuck's life. Chuck's steadfast support system, Gina Norris, has been essential to his personal and professional life. Her fortitude during their medical emergency strengthened their relationship, demonstrating her tenacity and dedication. Besides being his spouse, Gina is Chuck's companion, confidant, and closest supporter. Gina has always been there for him, whether at his professional heyday or amid his health issues. Her capacity to uplift Chuck while juggling her difficulties demonstrates the strength of their relationship. Their bond is a potent reminder of the value of supporting one another through difficult circumstances, showing that true love is about shared strength and everlasting support. The Norris' philanthropy. Chuck and Gina Norris have a strong desire to give back, and they use their position to advocate for causes that are important to them. They've supported programs for children and veterans and have promoted health awareness through their foundation. Chuck's Kickstart Kids program has changed the lives of thousands of young people, encouraging martial arts and character development in schools. Patient safety and healthcare reform have also gained attention due to the couple's campaign to raise awareness of gadolinium poisoning. They're admired for their philanthropic endeavors, demonstrating their sincere desire to change the world. The kindness and generosity of the Norrises serve as a reminder that real success comes from leveraging one's position to inspire others and bring about constructive change in the world. Chuck's enduring popularity. Chuck Norris has maintained his popularity for decades because of his legendary roles, accomplishments in martial arts, and exaggerated demeanor. From online memes to Walker, Texas Ranger, Chuck has endured as a cultural icon, representing tenacity and fortitude. He's gained admirers worldwide because of his ability to accept his position with humility and humor. Chuck continues to impact decades, with new fans learning about his work and devoted followers honoring his legacy. His genuineness and unshakable dedication to his principles makes him so appealing. Chuck's enduring appeal and the influence of his contributions to martial arts and entertainment are evidence of his capacity to remain relevant in a constantly evolving world. Lessons from their journey. The journey of Chuck and Gina Norris is a lesson in love, resiliency, and the value of family. Whether it was Chuck's job obstacles or Gina's health crisis, their capacity to overcome hardship provides insightful lessons for everyone going through a tough time. We can learn from their experience that even the most difficult situations can be handled with tenacity, faith, and constant support. Love and unity are the most significant sources of strength, as the couple's dedication to one another and their family serves as a reminder. Their story demonstrates that better days are achievable even amid the most dire circumstances, encouraging us to tackle life's obstacles with bravery and optimism. The tale of Chuck and Gina gives us hope by showing us that love and resiliency are more potent than anything else. The Norris' love story. The love story of Chuck and Gina Norris is one of steadfast devotion and support for one another. Their relationship only grew closer when they met in 1997 and married in 1998. Together, they've persevered and shown grace in the face of many difficulties, including Gina's health problem. They're among the longest-lasting couples in Hollywood because of their loving, respectful, and morally aligned relationship. Chuck and Gina have always supported one another, whether it was through raising their blended family or promoting health awareness. Their love story is a tribute to the value of helping loved ones, no matter what, and the strength of a partnership. It still serves as motivation for couples all across the world, demonstrating that true love is about enduring hardships together. Chuck's humble beginnings. Chuck Norris's ascent to prominence is a quintessential tale of perseverance and hard work. Chuck was born into poverty in Ryan, Oklahoma, and had to deal with a lot of challenges, such as his parents' divorce and financial difficulties. His path changed while serving in the military in South Korea, where he learned martial arts and obtained a black belt. He became a 6-time world champion due to this enthusiasm, which set the stage for his future fame. Chuck slowly transitioned from martial artist to actor, but his breakout performance with Bruce Lee in Way of the Dragon launched him to stardom. His transformation from a struggling young man to a world-renowned figure proves the strength of tenacity and the conviction that greatness can be attained via hard work. Gina's strength and resilience. In addition to being physically taxing, Gina Norris's struggle with health issues was an actual test of her mental and emotional fortitude. She had a medical emergency that left her dealing with excruciating symptoms, yet she never let her spirit crumble. She pushed relentlessly for answers and kept her faith constant throughout her suffering, demonstrating that true strength is resilience in the face of adversity, rather than merely physical toughness. She negotiated a challenging medical environment with Chuck Norris, emerging as a champion for herself and others going through comparable difficulties. Her story shows us that tenacity and optimism can triumph even under the most hopeless circumstances. The Norris' advocacy for health. Chuck and Gina Norris transformed their hardship into a public goal following Gina's health crisis, promoting patient rights and bringing attention to the possible risks associated with medical procedures. They took action, fighting for greater transparency in the healthcare sector and participating in court cases rather than merely sharing their story. In addition to encouraging people to educate themselves and ask the proper questions before receiving treatments, their advocacy efforts have spurred conversations about medical accountability. Since then, the couple has participated in several health-related projects prioritizing well-being, natural healing, and making educated decisions. Their commitment demonstrates how personal struggles occasionally inspire strong movements that benefit others. Chuck's impact on pop culture. Chuck Norris is one of the few action stars who's transcended his on-screen character. His legendary position stems from his larger-than-life reputation in pop culture, not only from his martial arts prowess or successful movies. Thanks to the well-known Chuck Norris facts memes, he's remained relevant throughout generations, which portray him as an unstoppable force. Norris has accepted the comedy with humility, from those about his alleged capacity to defy the law of physics to those about his ability to count to infinity. Google and other tech firms joined the celebration by making Easter eggs that honored his strength. Chuck Norris is more than just a name, he's an enduring legend, evidenced by his influence in TV, movies, and even video games outside memes. The Norrises' commitment to family. Chuck and Gina Norris have always prioritized their family over their hectic occupations and notoriety. Chuck, a loving father and husband, has made no secret that his family is the most significant part of his life. He made spending time with his kids and ensuring they were brought up with strong morals a top priority, even during the height of his Hollywood stardom. Chuck showed an unflinching dedication that inspired followers worldwide by putting his profession on weight to care for Gina throughout her health crisis. The couple's tight relationship and commitment to their kids have demonstrated that having the love and support of those closest to you is more important for success than celebrity and wealth. Chuck's legacy in Hollywood. In addition to his renowned roundhouse kicks, Chuck Norris has made significant contributions to Hollywood. He revolutionized the action genre with movies like The Way of the Dragon, where he battled Bruce Lee, and the enduring television series Walker, Texas Ranger, which became a cultural sensation. He influenced a new generation of performers, martial artists, and fitness aficionados, so his impact went beyond entertainment. In contrast to many action stars, Chuck used his celebrity to advocate for self-defense, discipline, and even charity by fusing his toughness on-screen with his wisdom off-screen. His influence endures decades after gaining notoriety, demonstrating that absolute legends never go out of style. They always inspire. Gina's role as a mother. With the same tenacity and commitment that characterize her in all facets of her life, Gina Norris has embraced parenthood. Despite her husband's reputation as a rough guy, Gina's been their family center, ensuring their kids are raised in a loving and caring environment. Even in the face of severe personal hardships, such as a potentially fatal medical condition, Gina's continued to be a rock for her family. She's always prioritized giving her kids perseverance, faith, and strong morals so they'll grow up feeling purposeful. She demonstrates that every strong guy has an equally strong woman behind him by juggling family obligations and supporting Chuck in all his endeavors. The Norrises' faith-based initiatives. Chuck and Gina Norris' personal decisions and charitable endeavors have always been heavily influenced by their faith. Together, they've backed many Christian-based projects, such as nonprofits that aid needy families, veterans, and impoverished children. Chuck and Gina both actively use their platforms to convey messages of optimism and hope. And Chuck has frequently attributed his faith to keeping him grounded throughout his Hollywood career. Participating in groups that uphold Christian principles has impacted lives beyond entertainment and martial arts. The Norrises are steadfast in elevating people via faith, whether supporting faith-based institutions or giving speeches at gatherings that promote spiritual development. Chuck's influence on martial arts. Chuck Norris is a martial arts legend who transformed the sport in America and is more than simply a Hollywood action hero. At a time when martial arts were still considered a specialized discipline in the West, he popularized them as a 6-time world karate champion. His achievements went beyond competition. He created Chun Kuk Do, a martial arts system that combines several combat techniques and ideologies. He's impacted generations of martial artists, from aspiring black belts to top pros, with his training academies and instructional publications. His fight choreography, which made battle scenes more realistic and captivating, even increased Hollywood's standard for action movies. His ideas and teachings still influence the martial arts community today, worldwide. The Norris' journey of hope. Although Chuck and Gina Norris have faced challenges throughout their life, their persistent tenacity has transformed them into sources of inspiration. Instead of accepting their fate when Gina was confronted with a terrible medical problem, They took action, fighting for patient rights, raising awareness, and finding answers. Numerous people who have faced their struggles have found resonance in their path, demonstrating that perseverance can overcome even the most challenging obstacles. Beyond their hardships, the couple has consistently sought to inspire others, whether it be through storytelling, faith-based outreach, or humanitarian endeavors. Their message is unmistakable. Hope is the key to finding strength, no matter how challenging the path. The Norris' enduring love. Hollywood is notorious for short-lived romances, but Chuck and Gina Norris' enduring romance defies expectations. Mutual respect, trust, and steadfast support were the foundations of their relationship from the first day they met. Despite all their difficulties, including Gina's health issue, their love has only strengthened. Chuck even put his career on hold to take care of her, demonstrating that success and celebrity are meaningless without the people you care about. Fans are encouraged to believe in the possibilities of enduring love by their connection, which is a tribute to the strength of devotion. Even after decades of dating, they still have the same level of love and respect for each other. If you've watched the video till here, that means you've enjoyed the video. Subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notifications bell icon